hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride.
We are at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Green Bay Packers. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Here we go. At their own 28-yard line.
Now the first carry for Doug Martin. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Goff now to throw. And that's complete to Jeffrey. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run the counter with Martin. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Here's Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Taylor now returning it. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Check out. 627. They can't hang with us.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Luck over the middle, and it's incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. And that'll make it 3rd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Hey, check. 52, 52. Let's go, baby. Hey, high 7. Let's get that ball. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. This is our time, guys.
Here's Locke. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Let's go. Let's do it.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
180. 3 bucks.
On 2nd down now, it's Martin. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
And it's 3rd down.
180.
Goff now looks to throw. And that's complete to Jesse James. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
4th down.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll run for it. Martin. And an alley to run. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards there and an Eagle 1st down. And that's his longest run of the 1st quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
Now a 1st down throw. Goff. And this one complete to Smith. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Out of the gun, Goff. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. We documented it last week. They played so well defensively. 4 interceptions. Tried to get their hands on another one there.
And when you've had 4 the previous week, you are just itching for more the very next week. And there was a great opportunity. It went by the wayside, but let's not underscore what's going on with this defensive unit. They are around the ball every time it's being put in the air.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Hayward attacking off the edge that time.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
It's brought in here by Willie Snead. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
A 12-yard gain. It's now 4th down. That's the end of the first quarter.
We're scoreless after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. There, not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short, and this will remain a scoreless game. It's not too often you see a holder putting that football down right on the midfield stripe. 60 yards, Charles, but a little bit too much to bite off there.
Yeah, it's good to show confidence in your kicker. That might have been just a little bit too much.
And Freeman lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Blue 40! 12. 52. Block 52.
From the 50, it's locked. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now a first down throw, Locke. This one complete to Gresham. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Luck caught by the tight end Watson. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Check out. 12. Check 52, come on. Check.
On 1st and 10, Locke. And he's going to find Hogan here, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Line 674. I'm gonna need some therapy after this. Go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
All day, every day, any day. Part 2 is the mic. Mic part 2, mic part 2.
Love. He'll complete this to Ingram, his tight end. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Evan Ingram, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Goff. It's brought in by Jeffrey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
This pass into the arms of Snead, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
First down, Philadelphia.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming. And now, loose football, fumble, Martin lost it. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On 2nd and 12, Goff. James has got it, complete. And he gets it down to the 32.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Now Goff. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Cameron Hayward, his 2nd sack of the night.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this. On fourth down, gone. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop.
It's a turnover on downs.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long. And
Adams going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Julio Jones. His fourth touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Next to score, Packers 14, Eagles nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Hayward able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
The tackle made by Jaylen Brown. A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Here we go. 180. That's trash.
The final shot before break here. Goff. And that's caught by Smith. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. All right, Coach, thank you. And we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Packers take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here.
35-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Just like that. Just like that.
Freeman again. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Look out. 540. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 11. Check. 4 down. Where's 52?
Throwing on third down. Love. And Ingram holds it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Check out. 1-9.
Here we go. He's moving, boys, he's moving.
Play action, it's locked. And Gresham, the tight end, brings it in. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
Let's go.
We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit their receivers on the go, get them the ball, and keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that way? Okay, the receivers are going to run past you most of the time. The tight end, they can do their damage a different way, break a few tackles and really scatter some people, can't they?
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. To throw is locked. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Eagles' 25-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. It's a give to Freeman running right. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Locke. He's got his man, Boyd. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 14. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Luck going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now it's Luck. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Come on.
Back two, the Mike. Mike back two.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Throwing is locked. And he finds Penny. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. That's 3 touchdown passes now for Andrew Luck. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Luck's good on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Goff now to throw. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Here's Gall. Snead's got it. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
A 6-yard pickup.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Muhammad Wilkerson sacks him that time, coming in off the edge.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Gone. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Carr. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
You've got to know as a quarterback that it's going to be tough to outthink this guy in the defensive backfield. He's been at it 11 years now, so he knows all the ins and outs of the position, and he's in the right spot there to come up with the interception.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Yo, 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 yo. Yo.
After the interception, it's Love. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 38-yard line.
Check out. 290. 11Z. Mike 52. Mike 52. Hey, Charlie. I'm going to run you over.
Now Locke. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And 8.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
Watch tight. Tight is right. We got 4. We got 4.
Hey, check. 52. Watch the
Now Love. It's caught. Jones. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
Right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. Tackles.
On first down, it's Love. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now a give right side. It's Freeman, and not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
52's the mic.
Hey, exit.
Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day. All day.
A shotgun snap for Love. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Five to go. 1, 622. 11.
Back to throw, Love. He gets this one to Boyd. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
To throw again on second down. Luck. He's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The Packers on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
Back. Let's go, Mexico.
Luck throwing again. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Now Lutz for the field goal try. This from 25 yards out. And Lutz puts this one through. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And that was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. Here it's 3rd and 3. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Gall. He's got his man. It's Williams. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Goff now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now Goff. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jonnu Smith, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles get a score closer. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Are you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
Hey, wahoo! 52, watch 52. 52 is the mic. Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it.
Hey, check.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Luck. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Mike 52. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah.
Here's Luck. And open here is Hogan. He's got it. 30 yards there, and of course the first down as well. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
They'll run on first down. Freeman. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
12. 52's the mic, boys. 52. Too little, tap.
On.
Throwing now. Luck. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Gall. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple. Although I set you up by saying game balls plural, but
I like where we're going with this. Though you say one to represent like the best player of all of that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody. So for the Packers, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And now they get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.